Hello, everybody. Welcome to Level 30, a podcast where four Scottish gamers in their 30s talk about whatever we're talking about. What are we talking about today? I am Scott, also known as Half Elf Rose.
I'm Jane.
I'm Isla, also known as Zesty.
And I am the current Scottish VTuber resident, and I am Walt Kong, and longswords are a pile of pish.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Level 30, a podcast where four Scottish gamers in their 30s talk about whatever we're talking about. What are we talking about today?
Excellent question,
Yeah,
Scott. I'm so glad you asked. So, first of all, Jammy, I want to ask you specifically what video games you've been playing.
I have not had time to play video games. I mean, I just haven't. I have been picking up extra shifts at work. I've been non-stop. I've not had time to do anything but pass out.
Well, in
just to
that case,
dissuade the rumors, by the way, just to disperse any rumors that are going around in our massive online community, we are all employed. We do this for fun.
yeah, we do.
Debatable.
Unless you want to like and subscribe and change that.
Unless Pepsi wants to sponsor us.
Change our life. Yeah.
If I'm editing this footage, I'm just going to put up my donation page for my stream so people can just do that, and I'll just steal it all from you.
Censored by Todd is coming up right here. That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jammy, be prepared to be bored for the next 10 minutes. As I asked the other two, how has the new Monster Hunter game been?
Walt?
Yeah, I've been having fun. I think you've played it more than me. Hunting Hornmain for life. So I've redone that. I think I was going to switch to another. I was heavy bowgun afterwards because I like to always have my main, and then once I've had enough of that, I'm like, I will trickle onto another weapon.
Yeah, when you said, I think you've played more than me, I pulled up my Steam page. Who wants to guess how many hours of Monster Hunter I've played since it released? A month ago.
Right, so it released a month ago.
A month ago.
125.
I'm going to go with 82.
What would you think?
I would go with 45.
Jammy's the closest with 82. I've played 86.3 hours.
Nice. Okay, so are you enjoying it then?
Yeah, I love it. I've seen a lot of people online saying they don't like the new wound system. So basically, it's when you hit the same part of a monster often enough that it gives you like a chance to do critical damage and stuff. And they're like, oh, it makes it too easy. It makes it too fast. And I'm like, I'm 31. I have a full-time job. I like this being fast. They're like, oh, it's not hard enough.
Yeah,
don't wear good armor then.
Everyone's like, oh, it's so easy and everything. It's like, right, cool. Yes, it's easy because they have to sell a game and make it more accessible. So there's a lot of people who have been going, it's too easy. It's like, how long have you been playing Monster Hunter? Oh, I've played like 3 of the games. There you go. That's why you're finding it easy. You're used to the mechanics. Also,
they made it easier, or are you just getting better? Yeah.
Yeah, and they made it easy because it was on just Steam alone. It smashed the most concurrent concurrent players when it first released. Like, it was the highest game to have players and everything. Yeah, I'll admit it was easy, but again, I know what I'm doing in that, and the new update's coming out, and they're going to be releasing a monster that we never thought we were going to get before. Was Lagarius, and that was just because
Lagiacarus. I've heard so many.
Oh yeah, no, I just call it Laggy. But the reason the reason why it was never going to be released was because it was based in Monster Hunter Tri, which the main mechanic of Monster Hunter Tri was swimming. If people want to have a hard game, go play that. But I'm 2 hours into that game now, and I'm still doing go collect 5 mushrooms and bring it back. Like, the games are a lot harder and a lot more tedious. It's like a lot more ease of life, ease of access, because in the older games it was like, cool, I got to go run out and collect the materials for potions, I got to go run out and collect the material. You had to, like, so one of the mechanics of Monster Hunter is as you're fighting the monster, the sharpness of your weapon slowly deteriorates and it does less damage, so you got to sharpen it. In the later iterations of the game, that's just a free action. In the previous ones, you had to have an item, like, go out and collect whetstones to use them. So yeah, the game's fun.
Yeah.
People are just complaining it's easy. It's like, yeah, go do things, like, as Scott says, don't wear armor.
Yeah, do a challenge run. Like, that's the thing. A lot of the older games' difficulty came from that inflated playtime on it, because a lot of it was housekeeping. A lot of it was just like, right, I'm nearly out of mega potions. I need to go get herbs and honey, and I need to spend fucking 20 minutes doing loops of this one map that you can go to fairly easily. Not that it's a bad game. Monster Hunter 3 is fantastic, and it was, I think, a lot of people's first game because it was on the Wii, which was one of the best selling consoles of all time, I believe. Fantastic game, brilliant game, love it. Oof, people online need to fucking step up though.
That's only because the Wii used to tell you that you were morbidly obese, age 10.
Yeah, that was fun. I remember that.
Like, step, and all the parents were like, yeah, let's give my child an eating disorder. Yay!
Now we've all got Fitbits as adults. It's great. Same thing, different mechanism.
I think when its popularity came about as well is because like the original Monster Hunter came out on the PlayStation. Oh, this is a thing as well. The first Monster Hunter came out had a good following and like good sales in Japan. In the West, it bombed terribly because of just the nepotism made Monster Hunter today, because it was the guy who made it. He was like, his dad was the CEO of the companies or high up in Capcom. He's like, let me make another one, Dad. And yeah, they made a second one, and that's where the popularity came from. But yeah, then it came to the PSP, then Nintendo got a hold of it. So, and then when World came out, it was cross-platform. Well, it was for the PlayStation and everything. That's where it exploded, and a lot of people had access to Monster Hunter, and they just made it easier.
A lot of people had seen it. A lot of people had heard of it, but when World came out and it was really accessible, that's definitely when it took off.
Yeah. Like one of the major things when World came out was you could just research the monster by A, beating it up, or B, like finding scratch marks and everything, and it always showed you where the monster was running, because in the older iterations you always had to hit it with a paintball, because
you had to find them first, and then you had to throw a paintball at it, and the paintball only lasted 10 minutes, and it was stupid.
Yeah.
A lot of housework. Of housework. Still a fun game, but a lot of housework.
The housework, it became a little bit satisfying, because you're like, I'm going to fight this monster for the first time. You do all the housework, and then you beat it, and you're like, oh, you feel a bit nice after. There's that little like, all right, I put the effort in kind of thing.
Okay, question. What is the best part of the new game, and what is the worst part of the new game, in your opinion?
Best part are all the new biomes. All the maps are fucking gorgeous. Worst part, I would say, is also the new biomes. Because in previous titles, you've had to like learn the layout of the map. You've had to learn, where to go and which area is which. Whereas in this one, you can just jump on, you've got these mountains called Sacred, which are these like dinosaur bird things, and they just take you everywhere. So for me, at least, I don't really know the maps that well, and I think that kind of takes away from it a little bit. That was part of the fun for me. What about you, Walt?
I know what you mean with the Sacred, because it does have a feature where you just press like up on the D-pad and it's like auto run, and it will just run. It's nice because then you can look at the scenery and that, but it's the same. It's the same with any other game. Like for example, we were talking about Red Dead. I think with Red Dead, after a while, I was not riding my horse anymore. I was either using the quick travel or just doing the auto run, because I'm like, I can't be bothered with mentally like locking in to actually drive somewhere. I'm like, well, ride somewhere. Best part, it's combos and everything have made a lot more fluent and a lot more fun. Like, again, I've been playing Monster Hunter Tri, and I'm using just the sword and shield, and I basically have this, I only have one 6-hit combo, and that's it. Like, I've been like trying to think of other things, but it makes everything a lot more flashy. Bad things, community, but that's always with Monster Hunter, because everyone thinks they're right, but that's just the internet. And I will admit, a lot of the ease of access and a lot of the easy things, in my term, is a bad thing, but that's because I became complacent, and I'm like, I'm forgetting to take potions out and everything. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to beat this thing. Like, I went in to fight, was it
Arkveld?
Arkveld.
Yeah.
First time fighting it, but I ended up sitting talking to Isla for an hour, so ran out of my food ran out, so I didn't have the...
That's not fair.
I'm just saying because I was talking to you. My food ran out.
Blame the wife.
Food ran out, so I didn't have the buffs from the food, and I just forgot to take potions out and everything. And then I was like, I struggled a little bit because this was the first thing that I was like providing a challenge. So I was like, oh yeah, shit. I need to be reminded to actually be cautious. So yeah.
You're welcome.
What were you going to say, Scott?
So yeah, the other thing I was going to say is I saw an article about this actually, and the article was titled something along the lines of Monster Hunter Wilds is terrified to let people play their game. And I agree with that, because during the story, there are so many parts that are just on rails that it feels like you should be able to like move about and go and collect things while other characters are talking. But it's literally just you on your bird walking at the slowest speed possible. And it's like, I want to go kill that giant thing that you just found. Like, let me go and do that. I don't like the story's fine. It's not groundbreaking, but
Yeah, no, fuck that kid.
Yeah.
Fuck that kid. I forgot his name already. Fuck that kid. He's
I
all
like Nata.
I
think
hate him.
Nata's
It's like
cute.
the monsters deserve a chance. It's like, look at it. It's wrecking the village, but it's got feelings too. It's like you're talking.
He comes full circle.
I am looking at
Full circle.
I am looking at the kid going, boy, I'm a monster hunter vet. I have no feelings for any of these things. I like them, and like I have like favorite monsters and everything. But I'm just looking at it going, nah, man, I'm going to kill that thing. I need better armor and weapons.
Yeah, I will say the character design as well is fantastic, but that's the last thing I'll say because I think Jen is about to come to our head and kill us all.
Oh, actually,
Say, Jammy, what did you get out of that chat?
Absolutely nothing. I switched off completely.
before we change subject, yeah, there is a bit of Scotland related. Hunt and horn. There is bagpipes. You wield bagpipes.
Oh yeah.
So,
hang on. As a bagpipe player, how do you wield them?
So they're basically, it's like in the form of a giant hammer. So it's on a stick, and then you've got the bag as being the hard part, like a hammer that you bash them with, and then it's got the, like, I don't know what the things are, the little spokes or whatever you call them.
The things that go over the shoulder.
Yeah.
They're called drones.
The drones, they're just like, they look more decorative or anything, but that's where they just kind of coming out of, like, it just looks like a giant bagpipe.
Okay, so
I'm going to learn animation just to make a bagpipe anatomy with Isla.
Oh, so the bag, the inflatable thing that is basically just a sheep's stomach, is what you use as the hard part of a hammer in this game.
Yes.
Yep. You hit things with it. So it's not always a bagpipe. There's one that is themed around bagpipes, but it's a big hammer that plays music.
Yeah,
like
this is actually I'm now blacklisting this game.
Yeah,
based on bagpipe science, I am never gonna fucking touch it.
Like it's hunt and horn. The weapon itself is stupid in its own right because you hit people and then you play tunes. There's also like a wield. One of the weapons is a giant saxophone.
Well, do you use it with the hard part or with the inflatable part?
The saxophone, you would basically see if you were to think about if you were to wield a saxophone as a weapon. That's how you wield it.
Just moving on from Monster Hunter, which I will never play as a result of this. Has anyone played any other games in the last couple of weeks?
I've been playing a lot of Candy Crush and Stop 2. It's a fun word game where you play against random people online. You have to guess. It's like words beginning with V, and they give you little like titles. It's like Oscar-nominated films. So it'd be like V for Vendetta. That would be an answer. You get 5 of those. You get 60 seconds to answer all of them. Great fun.
You and my mother should just play those stupid little quiz things. I found this out last time I went home. She logs on to some form of website every morning and does a little like word quiz. And I'm like
That's
you
great.
don't approve of video games, but you are more than happy to log on to some crooked website, give them your details, give them your time, and give them your advert viewings. What is this?
Do you know what? You've made me really want to do a quiz now. It's just a shame we don't have one ready.
Oh, speaking of quizzes.
Who would have thought?
Oh, what a perfect setup. Thank you very much. I have a quiz. I don't know what inspired me to do this. No, in fact, I know what it was. I found out a little fact, and I was like, how do I drop this into the podcast? And I was like, I'm not subtle enough to do that. I'm going to create an entire feature based around this. So are you ready? I don't think any of you guys are just going to know the answers off the top of your head.
Do we need pen and paper?
Feel free to shout out, or if you know the answer but you want to hear what other people are going to guess, then feel free to keep shouting.
Can we each like give ourselves a Discord like
a buzzer, like a sound on Discord?
A little buzzer?
Yes.
I like that. I'm calling dibs on Quack.
Damn it, fuck you, Scott. Right,
That's
okay.
Me. No, you know what? Fine. I'll go air horn. That's me.
I'm Quack.
Oh, I'll take this one then.
Cool.
Brilliant.
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we
Born
all
ready.
sitting comfortably? No. Okay.
A back person. I'm fit person.
I'm sitting
Beautiful.
with the bisexual. That's all you need to know.
Who is the oldest video game character? Go for it.
Mario.
Nope.
Damn.
Wait,
The paddle from Pong.
No.
is this as in their age or the oldest?
No. Because then there'd be some alien from like Mass Effect that is 13 billion million years. I couldn't quantify that, or I wouldn't be able to back it up with facts. Not that this is filled with facts. So
Sonic? Oh wait, no.
No, it would be. I would think it was like. I'm the last one. Is it like the Space Invaders?
No, you're on the right track.
Is either the Space Invaders or Pac-Man?
I would drink up first.
Who's the duck?
Tetris. I don't know.
The L block from Tetris.
Okay, who was after the duck? What?
It was-
Like
that was me. I'm just gonna say Pac-Man because someone said it.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, really?
Pac-Man. According to an internet search where I typed in who is the oldest video game character, and it came up with Pac-Man, okay? And did I dig into the origins of who's did what when first? No, I did not. Feel free to keyboard warrior correct me. Anyway,
I would like
question.
I would like
Tell us
to
in the
argue as
comments.
well. It's not just Pac-Man. If you go on that theory, it would also be Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde, who are the ghosts that are in Pac-Man.
Who did you
You
see
see
first
Pac-Man
on
the
screen?
screen first. So
Actually,
Okay, we're gonna move on, and if I'm wrong, feel free to correct.
I'm gonna grin and leave you this.
I
entire
mean,
time.
also, if this is wrong, I'm kind of people love on the internet to correct you. Whereas if you're right, they'll just go swipe and move on. But if you're wrong,
I'd like to add to that.
the comments.
Correct you if you're a woman.
Yes. Doesn't matter if I'm right or wrong. I'm a woman, therefore I'm wrong. So, who does the internet say is the first Scottish video game character?
See, this is where I was talking to you guys the other day when I was trying to research it. You're right there, Jammy, just with the sound.
It's such a good noise.
The closest first Scottish one that I could think of memory would be Morrigan from Darkstalkers.
That is not the answer I have in front of me.
Is it going to say? Oh, sorry.
Bowser.
Not the answer I've got in front of me. Are they genuinely Scottish?
No.
not a video game character. Don't care. Scrooge McDuck.
Excellent. I want to give you a bonus point, but I'm not going to.
I'm actually. He is a video game character.
He's not the first Scottish one.
There's an SNES game with Scrooge McDuck, I believe, right?
Yeah.
DuckTales.
It's going in my notes so that if I'm wrong, I will do a correction later. So
Go on, man. We've all
Is it going to be fucking Soap McTavish from Call of Duty?
give the man a point.
But it isn't, because Morrigan is Scottish and she's in Darkstalkers. She's a succubus from Scotland. I know, and Scrooge
He's the
McDuck.
most thirsted after a Scottish video. Oh,
Yeah.
I know Morgan's pretty thirsted after, isn't she?
Yeah, she's a fucking succubus.
When did
It's
the
her
game
job.
come out?
It came out in the arcades at the same time Street Fighter 2 came out, not Call of Duty. And Scrooge McDuck came out in DuckTales with the SNES.
The question was, who does
didn't
the
know he was
internet say is the first Scottish video game character? Of which the internet told me it was Soap McTavish from COD.
Hey,
Question 3
get in the
is,
comments, everyone.
when-
So after the quiz was recorded, I did go and do a bit of research, but I couldn't consult Walt before the quiz because that would give them an inkling of the answers. Morrigan from Darkstalkers first appeared in 1994 and is technically Scottish because their name was inspired by a character from Scottish folklore. So McTavish first appeared in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare in 2007, which is what the internet said was the first Scottish video game character. Interestingly, it was actually Jammy whose guess Scrooge McDuck is correct because they appeared in 1947 in the comics and then for the first time as a video game character in 1989. So the question was deliberately worded I tried, people. I tried.
Question 3 is, when did he first appear? Was it 1997, 2005, or 2007?
2005.
Walt says 2005. Anyone else want to change their answer?
I'm saying 2007.
Jammy?
I'll go for the other one, 1997.
The other one.
See, I made this so everyone could participate. It was 2007.
After I said it, I was like, oh no wait, I was about 17, 18 when Modern Warfare came out. Actually,
as soon as you said it, my brain was just like, you fucking idiot.
Question 4. So, Assassin's Creed Syndicate met a famous Scot who is a real-life inventor. Who was it, and what did they invent? Oh, that was
That was me.
that was me.
Yeah.
It was the bridge guy. He invented bridges.
That is incorrect.
Jeff Bridges.
Well,
Is it not Alexander Graham Bell?
ding, 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 ding. Give the man a point. And what did they invent? Walt, do you know this?
It was the telephone.
Bells, obviously.
Yes, telephone.
Yeah. I've never played Syndicate. I was just like, famous Scottish inventor. I was like, we'd have a lot, but I would assume it would be that one.
Yeah, there's a few. I think the first, Scott invented the TV and a whole bunch of other stuff. But
Oh, Logie Beard.
There
we go.
was what was it, a Top Gear episode? No, what was it, the Grand Tour, where they just went over like different countries that invented things, and it's like, now we get to Scotland, and it's just this massive list that you had to zoom in to read the amount of things that we made.
Dear Esther is a video game set in Scotland. But what is the name of the region it is set in?
Argyle.
No.
Okay, that was a guess.
Yes, it would be a guess.
Kirkcaldy.
Nope. It's a region.
It's a region, Scott.
Region. Sorry.
It's a region.
Sorry.
Well,
Is it not the Isles?
you're going to have to be more specific than that.
More specific.
Yeah, Walt.
Wait, I'm trying to think of the region, because all in my head I've got is Highlands and
so
Borders.
you've got the Northern Isles, which is Orkney and Shetland. You've got the Western Isles, which is Stornoway. You've got the what did I say? Northern Isles, and then you've got the...
I'm going to go with Northern Isles, because that was the first one in your head that you mentioned, so that's the answer.
So technically you've also got the Inner Hebrides and the Outer Hebrides, and then you've got... I'm sure there's more. Anyway, so anyone want to pick an
Northern
island?
Isles.
Anyone else want to choose one?
I'll say Stornoway, because I know what that is in Gaelic.
Western.
It's Stornoway.
The Western Isles.
Okay. So I fucked that out slightly because I gave you the Western Isles, and it's actually a little category in the Western Isles called the Hebrides, but it does not specify any more than that. So Stornoway is both correct and incorrect.
Stornoway.
Sorry,
Wait, did I get nothing being the closest one when I was like
Northern
the Isles?
No, the Northern Isles is.
I feel like this is a
Orkney and
fix
Shetland.
against me.
I said that it was the Northern
You're
Isles.
literally winning. How is that a fix?
She's against me.
He's just not happy he's not got everyone right.
Yeah.
Question 6. Farewell North is a game set in the Scottish Highlands where you play as a dog. What breed?
Actually, no,
A fucking Westie.
Westy, or anyone else want to chip in?
That was going to be my... Wait, no.
it's a border collie.
Anyone else want to chip in?
Nope. I'm done.
A collie is correct.
That makes sense.
It's a fucking fix.
Fucking fetch!
No, when I'm like, I give an answer, I was waiting for her to go, what specific breed of border collie is it?
I just had collie down. You're absolutely fine. So, little bonus fact.
Working dogs.
A little bonus fact. Farewell North is created by an Edinburgh-based company called Kyle Banks.
I keep meaning to check it out.
It's just some guy's name.
It's
Just some guy's name, yeah.
the
But
game.
how on earth was going to write that into a question? So it's a little bonus fact that you get no points from. So, a famous franchise... Sorry, question 7. A famous franchise released a game in 2003 that's main location is set in Scotland? Name the game.
Uncharted.
Nope.
Damn it!
What year did you say?
2003.
Because I was going to guess
This is deliberately worded to be a dick of a question, because you will kick yourself once I give you the answer.
I was going to guess it was like Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, because you said 2003. That's why I was not guessing.
Yeah, my guess was going to be Forza, because I know there's a map that's just like Edinburgh in Forza, but that was more recent than 2003.
Is it one of the Tiger Woods? Because you always have St. Andrews in that.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Okay, I'm going to put you out of your misery. It was Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, yeah.
You fucker.
I know. Deliberately worded as a dick. Sorry.
Wait, was that 2003?
Was that 2003?
Hogwarts Legacy was 2003.
No.
No, it was after COVID, wasn't it?
Yes, 2003 was after COVID.
2003.
3. It's 2020.
Oh, shit, 2023.
Oh, for God's sake!
Right, redo
Sorry,
the
guys.
whole question. Right,
Sorry,
start again.
guys. That's me being number illiterate.
Me and Jammy just going,
We're fine.
2003.
We'll get a clean take. We'll all act very professional. Nothing happened.
The
I'm
amount
so
of
sorry.
times we said 2003 and you went with it, it was unbelievable.
I know, I can't explain it. Sorry, guys.
It's fine. Clean take. We'll just pretend it never
Even
happened.
when I went,
Go again.
even when I went, I was like, "Oh, that 2003 seems too early," and you just agreed with me.
So good.
There's the answers. Look at the questions.
Okay. Shit, fuck me, that's completely thrown me off.
Oh, that's
okay,
a
I'm gonna
TikTok.
be more focused on what the questions are actually saying. So, Forza Horizon 4 is a driving game that is set in Edinburgh, as Scott has already mentioned. I have a list of 3 locations it features within Edinburgh. What are they?
Arthur C is one of them, sure.
Ding, ding, ding.
I did one,
Jammy.
yeah. Jan and you.
Right, okay, Arthur's Seat,
Yep.
the castle,
Yes.
and the Royal Mile.
Nope.
That was going to be my next guess.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Hogwarts Legacy, 2003.
2003. Scott Monument.
Scott Monument, there we go.
I was going to
I
guess
should've known that. That's me.
I was going to
That's
guess the
you.
A7, but
The ace. Just a road.
yeah,
The A7 is not in Edinburgh.
it starts at Edinburgh.
It starts at the outskirts of Edinburgh. Is it featured in Forza Horizon?
I don't know.
No.
Okay, right. I'm going to get this right. In question 9, in 2007, definitely 2007, not 2027, Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice takes inspiration from Norse and Celtic mythology. The main character is described as a Pict. Her home village is set in Scotland, but where is it implied to be? Give me a council area.
I followed this game so closely when it was coming out.
I was going to say, isn't it technically on our head because it's mental? But
Where's it implied to be, Walt?
Grampian.
Nope.
Okay.
Perthshire and
Nope.
Kinross. Kinross, my bad.
South Lanarkshire.
No, there are 32 council areas within Scotland. Would you like to keep guessing?
Yes.
No.
Inverness-shire.
Nope.
Ross-shire.
Nope. No, council area. So that would be... Sorry.
Moray.
Nope.
Ayrshire.
Moray.
Nope.
How are you fucking say it?
Is the Highlands just one?
It is a council area, but it is not the right answer.
Well, we got rid of a big chunk there.
Yeah. That's
Would you like a clue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has already been featured as a previous... in the previous answer's guesses.
Oh, Western Isles.
Nope.
Northern Isles.
Northern Isles.
Can you please be Orkney? There we go.
Orkney. I'm the only one who used my buzzer, so I get the point.
Oh God.
Of course,
sorry,
it's on the island. Fuck's sake.
Well, I mean, okay.
I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at myself.
Name an island, and then I could be a real dick and make you name one of the really obscure islands that nobody knows the name of. So, question 10. The Bard's Tale, 4th installment location, is an area within Orkney. Name the place. There's a very famous historical place within Orkney, which I knew the name of, but if you guys don't know or don't have a clue of, that's fine. Jammy.
Is it Scarabray?
Ding, 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 ding! Yes, the lady a point. Sorry, that was a dick question assuming historical knowledge. So,
I mean, we're from Scotland. We should know everything about Scotland.
Yeah. That's why this quiz was made, because you all know the answers.
I don't know anything about the town.
Anyone who gets less than 3 points is banished from Scotland.
I'm safe.
Someone do. Don't say that.
I'm on 1.
Oh, okay. Get the fuck out of here.
Actually, how much was the Forza question worth?
What do you mean?
Is that a point for each one?
There are points.
I was just going to give you a point for each place.
Okay, sweet. I'm on 2 then.
Okay. Okay. This one is a stinker of a question.
Is this another date? Whatever it is, add 20 to it.
Question 11. A Highland song, which was made in 2023. You play as a 15-year-old girl called Moira who runs away from her Highland home to visit her uncle. What's the name of her uncle?
I don't even know the name of the game.
It's me, your Uncle Argyle.
No. Dracula, go for it.
Uncle Paul.
No. Is Paul a Scottish name?
No, he's Welsh, actually.
Walt.
I'll get 2 guesses, but I'll go with my first one, and it being stereotypical Scottish. Is it just Hamish?
Yes!
Hey.
I was going to actually guess Walter, actually, for a second, just because it was...
The clue is in the quiz. It is a quiz about Scottish connections to video games. So when in doubt, pick the cliche.